Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys.
Guys, we have a real problem here. Okay, first of all, I'm so excited that my friends Emily and Shane are with us today. They are straight from the Charlotte area in Mint Hill, North Carolina. Shane is the youth minister here at Philadelphia Pres. Don't be confused; it's not in Pennsylvania. It's here right outside of Charlotte. And we go way back. We went to King together. Well, I guess not necessarily at the same time, but we.
You were a lot older, so you went before I did.
I am not a lot older. I swear.
But Dan was there, so Dan's older than all of us.
Dan's pretty old. And Dave, we love Dave well.
Dave's always there.
So anyway, I said, hey, we would love to hear how things are going in your area and just hear from you. And I like just collaborating with other friends who are in ministry, and they're doing really, really cool work here in this area. And so I thought it'd be cool. And I said, hey, I planned this way out. And I said, let's get on. And so Shane feels really prepared, and he loves all my notes that I make. And so, yeah, we're excited about this.
Yes,
right?
Very excited.
Very excited. Yeah. So I thought I would just ask you. Oh, the thing I was going to tell you guys is they have never seen Goonies. I mean, who are they?
I think I've seen parts of it.
I haven't seen it at all.
Yeah. I thought all my friends were in, but apparently.
I've got time now. I can go watch it.
You got so much time.
I can go watch
time for days. Okay. So if you guys would just share a little bit, like, what has it been like here in this area? You guys are from the Marion area, and so you kind of know Bristol. You know that area, and you went to King there. But what has it been like? Because Bristol's, I mean, we've kind of been safe and away from it a little bit so far. And so what has it been like here for you guys in this area?
So I think for us, it's been a lot more strict. Costco makes you have to wear a mask. It's required, or you can't come in. Our stay-at-home order has been extended a lot longer, but they've been pretty strict with it. Being a city, we have a lot more cases, a lot more deaths, which has been a huge bummer. But yeah, definitely a lot more strict. So stinks not to be able to see people and hang out with our students.
So what have you missed the most, do you think, in this time of quarantine?
I think honestly, with ministry, it's like it's hanging out with students. I go to students' events and hang out with students a lot, and that's been the worst part. The Zoom thing's been cool, but it's
not the same.
It's not the same. It gets old quick. You're staring at a screen all day long.
Yeah.
It's definitely,
Yeah, no, it's definitely been hard. I think that it's, like our desire is to connect with students and to know how you guys are doing and know what's going on in your world. And it's been so difficult to not be able to be with you. Zoom it was cool for the first couple times. And now it's like, we really just want to be together.
Yeah.
So are they talking a little bit about when you guys are going to start moving back into...
We're in phases right now.
Yep, we are in phase.
I don't know what phase we're in.
We are in phase 1, which is the exact same as a stay-at-home order. So nothing's changed except for TJ Maxx is allowed to open. So sorry. Yeah. And then
so it's going to be a while before you guys are going to be able to meet.
2 to 3 more weeks before they'll allow non-essential businesses to open. So then they may allow people to meet, but
it'll be in smaller groups.
Still going to be pretty strict, yeah.
It makes me very thankful that I'm in a small little community like Bristol.
Yeah.
And we're really 6 feet apart right now.
Yeah, it's just the camera, the wide lens.
We're zoomed
fish
in or
eye, something.
Yeah.
So we're doing good. I thought it'd be weird to do it in masks, but
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, one of the things that we're starting to really talk about is we are coming back together, and we're allowed to be together if it's 10 or less. And this week is the first week I've actually seen students with my own eyeballs and gotten to hug a few necks, and so it's been so good for that. But one of the things, and I think you guys would probably agree about this, is that it's just made me realize how much we need community. Yeah. And we don't need community just over the internet. We need community like being together and growing together. But one of the things that I think I've been really convicted about is it's not just getting together and like having fun. Like that's really great, but we need to be able to be real with each other and not just have this surfacey, like let's get together and let's feel good about being in our Bible together, but like let's really go deep and let's really like allow God to work on our heart, and let's be real. Like let's be honest with each other. And so as I started to think through this, like the word that kept coming to me is like what I want so much for our group as we come back together is vulnerability. And it's made me realize, like being apart from you guys, like let's not waste the time that we have together. Like let's be real and let's grow. And I think really walking with some of my seniors where they're getting ready to leave in a few months and we haven't had this last semester together like we wanted to have it, and just how short that time is. And so let's take advantage of the community that we have. Like what a blessing it is to have this church community, and you guys have such a sweet group here, and it's been so fun to journey with these students in Bristol, but let's be serious about it. Let's not take it for granted. And so some of the things I've really been thinking about is just that idea of vulnerability. And I think that it would be really easy to be out of the habit of meeting together and just that be our new normal. And so I want to just encourage students to, like, we need each other. We need to grow in community. And it's so important for us to get back into the habit of meeting together and doing life together, and being really real together. And so I was thinking about just this idea of vulnerability, and kind of a couple things that come to mind as I think about it, is one, that we come together and we're all on a level playing field. And that's my hope for our group, is that competition would be, I mean, like, yeah, we need some friendly competition when we play some, 9 square in the air, dodgeball, whatever. But that we would get to a place where it's like, I struggle with this and you struggle with that. But let's love each other well, and let's encourage each other, and be real about the things that hurt, and give a safe place to kind of work those things out and not have competition. We were kind of joking before we started the video, just thinking like of examples like of that in scripture, and how do we really pronounce some of these names is a real question. But we were going to Hannah and Penina, I think is how you say it. Did you ever come to? Okay.
Whatever you say. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And so they're both like, they're married to the same guy, but Hannah is just so loved by their husband. She's favored, she is loved, and there becomes this crazy tension and competition. They start like kind of hating each other. I think it'd be hard to. I mean, I wouldn't want to, be a sister wife anyway. But like you're having to share this guy. But then Penina, she's able to like have babies, and so give her husband this son, and they like can't stand each other. And I think through that story, and I think about what would have been like if Penina came to Hannah and said, Hannah, I'm so thankful that I'm able to have kids, but I just don't feel loved the way you feel loved. Or if Hannah came to Penina and said, like, I am so thankful that I am so loved, but I would so desire to be able to have a son like you're able to. And kind of leveling that playing field. Does that make sense? Like just taking out that competition and being real. Like
just being honest, I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
being so honest with each other.
God designed us to be in relationships with one another. And I think there's a purpose to that. And that purpose is community, and that purpose is to be relational with one another. And at the foundation of every good relationship is that honesty, which is exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. And we need that as in a youth group. Like we need to not come in and like look around the room and say, oh, so-and-so's doing better. Or so, like it's so easy, and especially with social media, like we compare and we compete, and but just coming in and being like, we all have strengths and we all have some wild weaknesses, and being able to work with each other in that. And I just want to see as we come back together, like people be encouraged and be built up together. The other thing I thought about is like, sometimes I feel like it's easy to come to youth group when we feel really good about how we're doing life. But then if we mess up, or we feel like we mess up, or things just aren't going our way, or things are hard, it's so easy to just stay away. And I think that and I think you probably would say this too, like I want our youth group to be a place where it's not for perfect people. And we come and we're honest about our failures, and we make failure look normal, because we're human.
right? And that we're able to be really real and kind of let down those walls. And the other part of that is that it's a place where we receive and we show grace. And so when we haven't seen somebody in a while, or we feel like so-and-so's not been there, whatever. I don't know, you guys might hear this often, but it's like, I haven't seen so-and-so in a while. And they're like, yeah, well, if you knew what his life was, or if you knew what he was doing. And it's like, okay, so let's offer him, let's invite him back in. Let's show that grace and show that vulnerability. And let's be a community that does this life together. And so I've been thinking a lot about that as we're welcoming our students back. What does it look like to just be a community that loves really, really well?
Yeah, the church needs to be that safe place.
Yeah.
When I think about what is my safe place, there's not many safe places in the world anymore where you can just be real, where you can be honest,
Absolutely.
where you can have people that support you in your good and in your bad and in your confusing times. But the church has to be that place. And it's somewhat up to us to make it that place and keep it that place.
Absolutely. And I think that's where I want to commit is like, I need to be a vulnerable leader, and I need to be honest with you guys and invite you guys to be really honest with me. And that I want to walk into a new life together, a new place together of just authentic, real community where we're not trying to act like we have our stuff together, because nobody does. And that we walk back in and we can be really, really honest with each other. I think that would create just such a rich community.
And it's contagious.
Yeah. Once you start to be real and you let your walls down, like, it invites everybody else to do the same thing. And I've experienced that over and over again. When I'm able to be real with people, it opens it up for everyone else to be real. So let's stop trying to walk in with our Jesus jackets on, and let's be real. Let's be open and honest and share. And then the thing is, it's so beautiful, is like when we are able to share, and we're able to be honest about these burdens, or honest about our failures or our sin or brokenness, we invite others in to like help walk with us and to pray for us and to share in that burden with us, to share in those worries. And it's wild when we get to really know other people and we see the kind of stuff that they're walking with, and we see like the things that are going on in their world. Like, holy cow, it makes you see somebody so different. Yeah,
and your experiences can help others too. I think so many times we sit, and I see this all the time, especially in our student ministry, is that I see kids that are dealing with stuff, and they're coming and they have these issues, and the person right next to them in small group is going through the same thing, and neither one of them have a clue, and they could be going through it together and be stronger together if they were honest in their small groups with each other, which, it goes to all that.
Yeah. So one of the examples that I was thinking of, and I love, you guys know that I love Peter, and I got to speak at their ski retreat this last year, and I spoke about Peter a little bit. But if we look at Judas and Peter, and they're both walking through the same season with Jesus, and they both drop the ball, right? They both fail miserably. Yes. But Judas kind of takes it into his own hands and deals with it in a different way, and it's unfortunate, right? He takes his life. But Peter, he walks back into it with some humbleness and some vulnerability. And in walking back into it, we see in John 21 where Jesus allows him these three denials where he's totally denied Jesus and let his good friend down, that Jesus redeems that with allowing Peter to say, like, I love you 3 times. And how beautiful that is, and how he's welcomed back into that community. If there's a prayer for my students, it's that I want you to have that Peter experience. Mm-hmm. Like, you fail, you mess up, but it doesn't matter. Like, you are forgiven, you are redeemed, you are welcomed back in with loving arms, and back into doing life together and leading the church together. And so I think if I look to an example of being vulnerable and being, humble and walking through my failures and being real about it, it's watching what Peter did and how cool it was that Jesus invited him back in and totally redeemed his failure.
Yeah, that's the great thing about that story is God never left Peter's side. He was always there, whether Peter felt that, whether Peter knows that. God was still there with Peter the entire time, and that's also the example God gives us to be with one another, is to always be there for one another, to always love people, to stay with them no matter what they're going through, what they do, even if it hurts you, or even if it doesn't. You shouldn't.
If it's messy, super messy.
Yes.
Stay in it with each other. That's beautiful. I love it. So, students, as we are, Bristol, we are looking to getting back together a little bit sooner, and we've started some of our small groups back together, and just kind of looking at what the summer is going to look like. We're not doing any summer trips, but we're going to still be doing some activities just around our area, and so kind of looking forward to that, but also looking forward to it not just being like a hangout, but us really doing life well together. And I think in Philadelphia Pres, that's the same as you guys start to move back together. Like, that would be a prayer for me, is that you guys would experience that authenticity and just being real and getting to do life together, because I've missed that so much. So I asked Shane if he would, and Emily, if you want to interject, to share some of his top 3 quarantine fun suggestions that he would give our friends.
Yeah, so I think last week Ryan Cobb did some board games for you guys. Sounds like
Ryan Frenzy.
Yeah, Ryan Cobb needs to buy a PlayStation because I'm not sure about some of his games. So maybe we can help him out with that. I think during quarantine, I've been listening to a lot of music. We've been listening to a lot of music. Let's give them like our top 3 things we've been listening to in quarantine.
We are huge Johnny Swim fans.
Okay.
So they're that cool, like folky, just chill on the back porch, kind of summer night kind of music, but they're so good. Yeah. They are really good friends with Magnolia and Joanna Gaines, so that kind of ties my 2 favorite things together.
I like music.
But yeah, they're amazing.
You don't like decoration?
I'm good.
So definitely some Johnny Swim.
Yeah, Johnny Swim. I would say country music. We've been listening to a lot of country music.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's acceptable in Bristol.
Absolutely.
They're the birthplace of country music.
Yeah, I mean, we know country music.
Yeah.
So country music, anything anything country. I mean, who's your favorite country?
Female or male?
All together.
I gotta go with Carrie Underwood.
Okay.
I enjoy watching and listening to Carrie Underwood as well. Can I say that?
You just
on
did.
A Sunday morning?
You just did.
We'll pray for me later. What's your favorite?
I feel like I skip all over. I don't know if I have like a favorite person, but I will say that this time of year when it's getting warm out and you're like riding with the windows down, it is country all the way. Like I love blaring some country.
Yes.
I think it's always nice for me to be able to be in the car by myself and not have to listen to like kids music. So a country is definitely my pick right now. And this time of year is the best to like go on the worship ride and like just praise Jesus with the windows down. Like
probably Christian music, some in there.
Yeah.
So.
Or if you like heavy, my third pick, heavy music that has some Christian values to it, is August Burns Red. Love me some August Burns Red. Been listening to that quite a bit. You should listen to them.
Okay.
On your
like
way.
metal? Is that what you mean?
It's a little heavier.
Yeah.
Okay, a little heavy.
It'd be a nice little listen back to the mountains of Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Tennessee.
Yeah.
Tennessee.
You're right. It's the same. It's Bristol. It's its own place.
What side of State Street are you?
Oh gosh. We do Tennessee. No. We do have some friends from the Virginia side, but they're still on lockdown. So
okay.
We can't.
So they're 6 feet apart, like we are.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
So,
wonderful.
Hey guys, it is Mother's Day, and so if you forgot, go run and find your mama. We are so thankful for moms and for people who are moms to us. I know I would have a handful of people that I call mom. And so super thankful for those people in our lives, and such a cool day to honor. Today's a little bittersweet at our church because usually on Mother's Day it's when we have our big confirmation Sunday, and so we're not doing that. I mean, it's going to be postponed because it's a huge deal to like you have your whole church family around you, but it's still a fun day to celebrate moms and to be home with moms and just have a good day. So a lot of you have gotten a little gift on your doorstep to help you celebrate your mom. So hopefully you'll just send me some pictures of giving your moms those and just having fun with that. But a cool little project we got to do.
And happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That always freaks me out. Okay.
So you've got 3 kids, and then you've got tons of youth kids.
I do. You know,
So,
I do. I'm mom.
the mama of all.
So I'm mom. I like to mom.
Get the mom all the time.
Yeah.
Yes, 24/7.
Oh gosh, it's fun.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
So hey, we love having you join us today, and it's so fun to have some good friends in ministry join and jump on with us. So you don't just have to hear me; you get to hear from other people who are doing really, really cool things where they are. And we hope to have you guys in Bristol soon.
Yes.
It'd be super fun,
Yes.
And maybe do some trips together.
Yes.
And
Hopefully that'll.
Tell them, so everybody get on Shane's Insta and just say, Shane, you need to do fall retreat with us this year. It'd be a lot of fun. It'd be really, really cool.
Maybe
So
we
anyway,
can work something out.
Yes, that'd be awesome. So, hey, we will see you guys later. Don't forget to get on Zoom. Actually, we're not Zooming tonight because it's Mother's Day. I just totally forgot about that. We are not Zooming tonight, but definitely get on the Zooms this week. And if you've heard from your small group leader, if you've heard from me that your small group is going to be in person, like we'll be planning that out. And then some will still be on Zoom, and that's totally great. And yeah, I think that's it. Hey, even though we are lifting quarantine a little bit, it's still really, really important to wash your hands. So wash your hands, you sinners.
And like and subscribe button through here somewhere. I think that's what the kids do, right?
Somewhere in there.
Swipe
Maybe
up.
over here. Swipe
Oh,
up.
hey, I forgot one more thing. Our friends from Sunday Cool, I'm gonna put the video on for you guys. Our friends from Sunday Cool have given us some great ways that we can say hey to each other when we can't hug or shake hands on our first Sundays back. And so it's pretty fun. You got some great new styles, and I hope you guys enjoy that. But
Swipe up.
we will see you. Bye.
Hi there, you little chicken nuggets. It's me, Carl. What's up? So some of you are finally coming out of lockdown and your lives are starting to go back to normal. Huzzah. How exciting. And that means we're going to be going back to church real soon. And with church comes the old greeting time. But things have changed. We can no longer greet each other the same old way because of germs and stuff like that. And we don't want to risk going back in quarantine again. That was rough. Real rough. I'll kill you! I'll kill you! Well, have no fear. Us here at Sunday Cool have put together a couple of post-quarantine greetings. And these greetings will not only make your friends feel reunited, but they'll also make them feel safe. And safety is my number 4 priority. Don't ask me about the other 3. Okay, I'll tell you. Number 3, eat more cantaloupes, stay away from antelopes. Number 2, if you have corduroy, wear it. Number 1, if you have AA batteries, keep them in your pocket because you'll never know when you need a AA battery. Okay, let's watch these greetings. Hey, how's it going? You doing good? You doing good?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello, Andy.
Hello, Carl.
How are you today?
Good, you?
Good. Oh, no.
What's
I
happening?
think we are shutting down.
Oh, no.
I was just beginning to love.
Hey, Carl.
Hi, Andy. How's it going? Hey, Andy.
Hey, Carl.
How's it going?
Not bad. Can't complain. I could, but who'd listen?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, me either. Hey, Carl, put it there. Zah.
Sa. Yellow.
And then I said, that's not a toaster, that's my wife.
That's incredibly inappropriate.
It's a joke.
Hey, Andy.
Hey, Carl. Chest bump?
Sure.
Okay. You okay? Let me help you.
Yeah.
Let me.
Hello, Andy.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Fine.
All right, good seeing you.
Yeah, good seeing you.
Hey, Carl.
Hey, Andy.
What are you doing?
I'm a dinosaur. Ah.
I get that, but like, why?
They ran a mask.
So you bought a dinosaur costume instead?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good seeing you.
Good seeing you.
Take it easy.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
Oh,